Did you know that creativity is one of the top skills employers look for? In fact, a survey by the World Economic Forum found that creativity will be the third most important skill by 2025, right after complex problem solving and critical thinking. Yet, many of us still struggle to tap into our creative potential. Think creativity is reserved for artists and writers? Think again. The truth is, everyone can benefit from a creative mindset. It's not just about coming up with flashy ideas. It's about solving problems, making better decisions, and even boosting your overall happiness. Research from the University of Otago shows that creative people are more adaptable and resilient, which means they handle stress better and recover from setbacks faster. In this video, we'll dive into 8 unique ways to unlock and enhance your creativity. We'll talk about everything from the surprising power of daydreaming to the hidden benefits of solitude. You'll learn why embracing failure is crucial and how curious minds make the best innovators. Get ready to discover how a creative mindset can be your most powerful asset. Ready to unlock your creative potential? Let's get started. Chapter 1. Unleash the power of daydreaming. Ever catch yourself staring out the window, lost in thought? That's daydreaming, and it's not just idle time. Studies from the University of British Columbia found that people who daydream often have higher levels of creativity. When you let your mind wander, it connects dots you didn't even know existed. Albert Einstein once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." He wasn't kidding. So how can you harness this power? Set aside a few minutes each day for structured daydreaming. Find a quiet spot, relax, and let your thoughts flow. Don't judge them, just observe. You might be surprised by the ideas that pop up. Some companies even encourage daydream breaks to spur innovation. Remember, it's not about being lazy. It's about letting your brain explore uncharted territories. Think of daydreaming as mental free play. Just like kids develop skills through play, adults can foster creativity by giving their minds room to roam. Next time someone catches you gazing into space, just tell them you're innovating. Chapter 2. The Art of Embracing Failure. We've all heard the saying, fail fast, fail often. But what does it truly mean? Thomas Edison made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." That's the spirit. Embracing failure isn't about seeking mistakes, but understanding they're part of the journey. A 2018 study in the Journal of Creative Behavior showed that people who view failures as learning opportunities are more innovative. So how do you adopt this mindset? First, reframe your perspective. Instead of seeing a setback as the end, view it as feedback. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Keep a failure journal where you jot down mistakes and the lessons they taught you. Sharing your failures with others can also help. It fosters a culture where mistakes are seen as growth, not shame. Remember, every creative endeavor comes with its share of hiccups. Embrace them, learn, and keep moving forward. Chapter 3. Curiosity over conformity. Ever wonder why children ask so many questions? Their curiosity knows no bounds. As adults, we often lose this trait, settling into routines and norms. But did you know that curiosity can boost creativity? A study from Harvard Business School found that curious people are better at generating original ideas. So how can you reignite your curiosity? Start by questioning the status quo. If everyone says that's how it's always been done, challenge it. Attend workshops outside your field. Read books on topics you know nothing about. Leonardo da Vinci was not just a painter but also a scientist, engineer, and inventor. His diverse interests fueled his masterpieces. Another tip: surround yourself with diverse thinkers. Engaging with people from different backgrounds can spark fresh perspectives. Remember, as Walt Disney said, we keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. Chapter 4. Creative cross-pollination. Imagine combining the rhythm of music with the precision of coding. Sounds intriguing, right? That's creative cross-pollination. It's about merging ideas from different fields to birth something novel. Steve Jobs believed that creativity is just connecting things. He once said, "When you ask creative people how they did something, they feel a little guilty because they didn't really do it. They just saw something." To practice this, expose yourself to varied disciplines. If you're a writer, attend a painting class. If you're a scientist, try dancing. The idea is to step out of your comfort zone. A 2019 study in the Creativity Research Journal showed that interdisciplinary experiences enhance innovative thinking. Consider the invention of Velcro. George de Mestral, a Swiss engineer, got the idea after observing how burrs stuck to his dog's fur. He combined his knowledge of engineering with observations from nature. The result? A revolutionary fastening system. So don't box yourself in. Explore, mix, and match. You never know where the next big idea will come from. Enjoyed this part? Hit subscribe and let's keep the video rolling. Chapter 5. The power of solitude. Have you ever noticed how some of your best ideas come when you're alone? Solitude is like a blank canvas for your mind, giving it the space to create. Famous creatives like Virginia Woolf and Nikola Tesla cherished their alone time. Woolf even wrote, "A woman must have money and a room of her own if she is to write fiction." She knew that solitude was essential for deep thinking. But in today's hyper-connected world, finding time alone can be tough. That's why it's crucial to carve out me time every day. Whether it's a morning walk, a few minutes of meditation, or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts, make solitude a habit. A study published in the journal Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that people who spend time alone tend to be more creative and self-reflective. Solitude isn't about isolating yourself. It's about recharging your mental batteries. When you're not bombarded by external stimuli, your brain can connect ideas in unexpected ways. So the next time you need a burst of creativity, unplug, step away, and enjoy some quiet time. Chapter 6. Mindful Observation. Ever wonder why some people notice things others miss? It's all about mindful observation. Sherlock Holmes, the fictional detective, was famous for his keen powers of observation. He once said, "You see but you do not observe." The distinction is clear. Holmes's success hinged on his ability to notice the details others overlooked. Mindful observation is a skill you can develop. Start by slowing down and really paying attention to your surroundings. Notice the colors, shapes, and patterns around you. When you eat, focus on the taste, texture, and aroma of your food. The goal is to engage your senses fully. According to a study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, people who practice mindfulness tend to be more creative because they're better at seeing the world in new ways. So make it a habit to observe the world with fresh eyes. You might be surprised at the creative insights that emerge from the simple act of paying attention. Chapter 7. The Joy of Creative Rituals. Have you ever noticed how some artists have quirky habits? These aren't just random behaviors, they're creative rituals. For instance, Maya Angelou used to rent a hotel room and write from 6:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. every day. She believed that her routine helped her creativity flow. Creating your own rituals can be a powerful way to kickstart your creative process. Whether it's lighting a candle, listening to a specific playlist, or having a cup of tea before you start working, these small actions signal to your brain that it's time to create. A study from the University of California, Berkeley, found that people who follow creative rituals are more productive and generate more ideas. Rituals are comforting because they provide structure, but they also leave room for spontaneity. They help you transition into a creative mindset, making it easier to overcome the inertia that often accompanies starting a new project. So, experiment with different rituals until you find one that works for you, and then make it a part of your routine. Chapter 8. The Courage to Share. Creativity isn't just about coming up with ideas. It's also about sharing them. This can be scary because it makes you vulnerable. But as Brené Brown, a researcher on vulnerability, says, vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. Sharing your ideas, even when they aren't fully formed, can lead to unexpected collaborations and improvements. One strategy is to join a creative community or group. Whether online or in person, these communities provide a safe space to share your work, get feedback, and refine your ideas. A study published in the Journal of Creative Behavior found that people who regularly share their creative work are more likely to develop innovative ideas because they benefit from diverse perspectives. Another tip? Don't wait for perfection. If you keep your ideas to yourself until they're flawless, you might miss out on valuable input that could take your work to the next level. Remember, creativity is a process, not a destination. Sharing your work is an important part of that process. Hit subscribe to support our channel and be the first to see new videos.